What up, Vancouver? Welcome to the first episode of HHVtv Live, brought to you by HopVancouver.com, FMG, and South Hyatt. These episodes happen live on YouTube, so stay tuned for more in the future. Recently, Cass and I were joined on the couch by Prevail and Neph, who announced their new supergroup, Alpha Omega. Check out Prev in this first clip, where he talks about the most important element to have as an MC. Peace.
My personal opinion is the live show is the real compass, because all of those other elements that go into it, the perspective of writing and honing that skill, being in the studio after the show, all of that cause and effect, that Alpha Omega. The center point is always, to me, focused on the live performance, because in that element, you're not in the comfort zone of being in a studio, although sometimes the studio does take you out of your comfort zone, and in the initial process, I think it really takes you out of, for me especially, and we will tell you, I was a street-based rapper. I never really got into the studio until about 5 years into me being an MC. So when I first put on those headphones, and in the studio, it was an uncomfortable place for me, because I was actually hearing my voice come back to me for the first time. I was used to just projecting and letting it go. To project it and hear it come back to me in real time took me a little adjustment period. So I don't discredit the amount of effort and dedication it takes to be a great MC in the studio. But for me, the real hinging point of that is being able to do what you've done in the studio and what you've created in the house, or at the cafe table, writing your rhymes, whatever you're doing, wherever you're crafting the verbs. When you go into the studio, you record that, and until you put it out in front of other people and you're subject to feedback, actual honest feedback, not your homies going, yo, this is dope, you're paying 50 bucks an hour for the studio, you're killing it, bro, can I get another beer? You're actually out and subjecting yourself to real, honest, live feedback. Not just verbally, I mean physically. You can see, you start to be able to read people's body language. That, to me, is not only highly rewarding, it's also highly beneficial.
That's what's up. What do you think? Is there, do you agree with Prev? Or?
100% I agree with Prev, absolutely. I mean, he said it very well. Live shows are very, very important, so important. And I find that a lot of MCs are very good in the studio, their albums sound great and this and that, and you see them live and it's just kind of disappointing. And that's just, I don't think there's any room for that, really. You have to be complete. I mean, MC means move the crowd, you know what I mean? So you gotta be able to do everything.
So what you're saying is we can expect a crazy show December 6th at Fortune.
Yeah,
that's what you're telling me.
Word.
Absolutely.
All right, bang, bang, bang. So, I mean, one of the multi-tiered things of hip-hop is video. Your video game's got to be on point, you know what I'm saying? So you guys want to introduce your video? We're going to play it for you. I let the people see what's happening. You know
this is Viceroy. This is off the Black Box EP, produced by Rob the Viking, directed by Big Shot. Shouts to Big Shot Entertainment. Enjoy.
Yo, this is Prevail. I'm in the studio right now, rocking over this Rob the Viking beat. I can't wait to introduce the world to my nephew. He goes by Neph, goes by the nefarious one. You're about to hear him.
This is the founding. I spent so long free falling, forgot that I was drowning. Heart rate, 1,000,000 miles an hour, I've been counting. Gotta get myself in line, it's almost time for me to rise. I took the leap, fuck it, I'm bounding. Yeah, and I got family all around me now. I can tell the difference between real and how the fakers smile. I ain't got no use for them. I just spread my message like apostles from Jerusalem. Viceroy and the lieutenant, all of these rappers will get it, bet it, said it, amend it. None of my raps are planet, all of my styles are vetted. Prevail against the doubters, all you haters pathetic. With no etiquette, it's evident, my sentiments been stated. Fuck being underrated, man, I'm just glad that I made it. Running a little late, so I'll take being belated. Had enough of being stuck, frustrated, yeah, that's my luck. Till I changed it, pour the remnants out my cup. Ash the blunt, I finally graduated.
Yeah, I'm the Viceroy. It's nothing nice, boy. I'm the Viceroy. It's nothing nice, boy. Viceroy, Chancellor, Supreme World Ruler, World Mover, Universal Overlords, Vancouver. Me and Nephilim dissecting them flies with no wings, so it stings when we drop them in those acid bath things. Exoskeleton, I'll melt off all your melanin. Adrenaline is in my pen again, ending any form of rebellion. Million years ago when I controlled animal kingdom, savage ruthless beasts, which I later changed into humans. My bidding is for ridding the planet of bottom feeders. I got them where I want them, we can spot them like hyenas. Gas cans full of flammable stuff, matchsticks, big lighters, then ignition, make the canister bust. More than a gray puff of smokiness, mushroom cloud over this. Clear liquid, no taste, odorless yet poisonous. Ingest or invest or be left for the vermin. Never test my war chest, my verbal ammunition certain. Yes.
Cause I'm the viceroy, not the nice boy. Yeah. Cause I'm the viceroy. Yeah. And don't forget. Can't escape the cannonball, nefarious on analog, indigenous to digital, focus like I'm on Adderall. Plan evolve is too complex, so place your bets. All these wannabe rappers who wanna test got me vexed.
I'm up next and I'm Prevail from the BAX. I'm very animated CGI live effects. You're just a 3D render, non-competitive contender. I'm a fire-breathing red dragon rising out the embers.
And pretenders pray for the end when my pen forms these letters. I bring styles together like lightning, so watch for weather. Impossible is nothing as long as we rock together. Enemies or whatever, can't talk when your head is severed.
I use a leather piece like barbershop to sharpen my blade. It's like the little shop of horrors, you'll get more than a fade. It's like a shiny hall of mirrors and you'll get lost in the maze. And then I'll leave it all to Neph until he calls it a day. Come on.
Cause I'm the viceroy. Yeah. Cause I'm the viceroy. Yeah. Just not that nice boy. Battle X. Battle X. Battle X. Battle X. Battle X. Yeah.
World of vibration, a world of sound, man. Oh, sweet sound.
What album are you working on?
It's not an album, man. I'm beyond albums, man. I just put music out to the universe, man, and it comes back to me, man, and it hits people in amazing ways. It travels like an album can't travel because it's not confined to sonics. It's free to breathe, man. Someone in Vietnam, I can see them right now, jamming to this tune. They don't even know they're listening to the music coming all the way from here, but it's vibration. So free.
My name's Ja. Welcome if you're just joining us. Basically, we're gonna roll a clip real quick from one of the aficionados, I guess, of music in Vancouver, real quick. Run the clip real quick. Run the clip.
There's so much incredible talent here, and I feel like there's so much potential, and there's people doing it right now. But I really believe that this city needs that one artist, that one rapper. We need a Drake. We need a Weeknd. We need those artists that we can put up, on a pedestal, and we could show the world, because that's going to help everybody. That's how I really feel, and I've been excited about this city for years now, and I still am. I just want to see people go get it for themselves.
What do you guys think about just the scene, West Coast, Canada?
Well, I mean, look, Chin's a genius, man. I just gotta say, what up, Chin? Mm-hmm. Chin's a genius. We did an event a couple weeks ago. It's just great. He's just got such a amazing vibration. He's just one of those humans that, he's got a good vibe about him, and an amazing ear for music, just a natural talent. So when I hear him make that call to arms, do I believe there's someone in this city that can do it? Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. In this industry, it's a lot about timing, and like anything in life, it's not necessarily about who you know. My twist on, you hear a lot of people say it's about who you know. To me, it's about how you know that person. So this city is full of opportunity right now. I have no doubt that we could be able to have someone come from the West Coast and be able to make as much of an impact as those cats that Chin mentioned in the video, who are both hugely amazingly talented, guiding lights, inspirations, you know, benchmark performers and artists for the country, and have taken it to a worldwide scale and gotten respect, the respect that they deserve and have worked hard for. But do I think that the West Coast could produce one of those people in the next couple of years or even now? Yeah, I do. And I always look, you know, my ears to the ground somewhat. I always look for that rising star. And something that's really interesting about Vancouver scene is I think it's always been a place where we've been able to champion the gatekeepers that came before us. For me, when I came to Vancouver from Victoria, it was all about paying respect forward to Ease and to Kilo and to Crispy Biscuit and Mr. Bills. That was sort of the Crispy Biscuit Radio was our place to go and for the young MCs to go and get their shine. But it was also became a hub for the graffiti writers, the DJs, the B-boys and B-girls. It became the center of hip-hop, and that was right in Pigeon Park in a day when it was maybe had to be a little adventurous to go to the radio station every weekend. But a lot of amazing people came out of that circle. So it's been really cool to see that passing on of knowledge during the generations of Vancouver hip-hop, and I think that's something that's made it, although it can be insular at times, I think there's some comfort in the fact that knowing the city is not without its heritage, and that's because everyone's paid the respect due to pass it down.
What do you think, Neph?
I think it just comes down to teamwork. There's a lot of individual artists, and even Drake, I mean, he's a solo artist, but he had a team behind him, a solid team, and they all had the same vision. They all wanted to see each other succeed, and I really think it takes that, even for one person to succeed. You need to have, your group needs to be on the same page, I think. So I think if the artists of Vancouver were to all come together and less butting heads and more making music and pushing each other, you know, I think we could all do really great things.
For real is wise words from both of you, for sure. Do you guys have a favorite MC in the city?
Yeah, I mean, everyone that we're on tour with right now is awesome. I mean, I gotta, as the up and comer, and I kind of gauge it as that age-old rule of, you know, you put your 10,000 hours in and you kind of start to learn what it is to understand the skill set in anything, and after that comes the mastering of it, and then being able to manipulate the rules and bend those parameters and make it your own. Someone that I'm really, really proud of that I've seen put in the sweat equity is City Real.
Nice. Prev talking like a Jedi master over here, man. That was deep, dog. That was like, what do you think? Do you have a favorite MC in the city?
Yeah, I got a couple, but I wouldn't put them in a necessary rank.
Just name them. They don't have to be ranked. You know, just.
But one dude, I'm very proud of what he's doing. I really like the direction that he's going. It's next level. Is Matt Brevner. He's a very talented guy. Talented guy, and he's going to be going places in the years to come.
Producer and MC.
Exactly. Yeah, sure. Video work, everything. He's an all-around talent, making beats, everything.
Agreed.
So I'm excited to see what he's going to do, actually.
I think that what you were talking about, that sort of like, you know, coming with a group and a plan and that sort of solid direction, I think bsharp and Matt Brevner are, to me, if you want to know my opinion, but personally I feel like those guys could, as a collective, you know, build and feed off one another, and really hit some spotlight. You know, similar to what Drake does with OVO. They have a sound. They have that OVO sound, right? They're collective. They like, you know, they make it known, and I think you're correct in the way that it has to be sort of a group of people and sort of a solid direction in that way that supports one another. So yeah, I like that you said that. I'm super hyped on City Real too. That's my guy. So.
That's up. So was there a favorite somewhere mixed in that?
You know what? I think both of you guys hit it with the diversity, and somewhere in between there, you know, somewhere in between the Matt Brevners and the City Reals, you know, I think we'll find our hero, as Chin puts it. But I almost don't even know that he's known yet, maybe, or she. Necessarily. Maybe they're under the radar at this point, but I hope we get there. You know, we need it. We need that someone to just kind of push us.
For sure.
As a city.
For sure.
Let's be honest too. I mean, in this day and age, this industry is driven by singles.
Oh,
so it could be anybody at any given time, out of anybody that we just mentioned and the 50 other people that we have yet to mention. So it's a, you know, the powder keg is well stoked right now. It just is going to take that one spark.
One
to
spark,
set it off.
for sure, for sure.
Or that one cosign. How do you guys feel about, you know, the idea of the
cosign?
Of the cosign. Do you guys cosign each other? Or?
That's my cosign.
Yeah.
Yeah, stand for approval.
There you go.
Sure.
There you go. So you know what? I'm gonna put you in my vote of up and comers that could be the hero.
Whoa!
You know, I've
We've
always
only got
been a
one
fan.
EP out, man. Yeah. Got to make them pay a little more dues than that. First tour, first EP.
I root for the youngins.
At least
though.
wait until the third round, you know.
All right.
Get a little travel gravel under those elbows.
Take it from Uncle Prev, okay? We're gonna give him a few more
on your
years.
microphone now, man.
I can already feel him nipping at my heels. I just try to separate that distance just a little more in my old age, you know?
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. My personal favorite, well, I don't know if it's my favorite, but one guy, I love every guy that you guys mentioned. For sure, one of my favorites is Evil Ebenezer.
Word.
I think his type, man. Like I like his style, and he comes off as genuine to me, which to me is important in an MC.
He goes hard on those hooks, you know?
Yeah.
Gotta love a MC who can diversify between, you know, singing and rapping.
Yeah.
You know, Drake did the same thing, and you know, he appeals to the ladies and he appeals to the dudes, and I think a little singing is necessary once in a while.
Yeah, and you're talking about cosigns. I mean, look at what we've been able to do in Vancouver. We just had a Battle Axe Warriors little gig the other night, and Evil played and Merk played, and we're on tour right now with Prada, and of course we all know Snak. You see what's happening with the Battle Axe Warriors movement, you see what's happening with SDK, and to have movements like that coming out of the city, it's a intercrew cosign while everyone's still reaching across the aisle, right? I think at this point, like Neph said earlier, while at that point where we're clear on the bigger picture, which is we can help elevate each other and push that through a positive message, and also be able to, again, pass that knowledge down that we've learned to the next generation to wave those respective banners. I think it's so important. It's going to keep Vancouver a very proactive, heavy city.
Yeah, agreed.
Most definitely,
sure.
most definitely. Yes, definitely one of my favorites as well is that you mentioned is Merk. I think Merk's literally a beast, though.
He's nasty.
Like he's literally a beast. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a guy who's putting in the 10,000 hours, as,
No doubt.
as you were saying. I think, from a very young age.
Yes. Shout out Stealth Bomb Records, SDK,
Yeah.
everyone, Battle Axe, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, all crews doing their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys keep going, man, and take the advice that these guys are giving, because it's meaningful and it means something. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of SDK,
Stealth Bomb
and
Records.
Stealth Bomb, two of the, you know, maybe AirC Throne potentially, I don't know. You know, two definitely hardworking MCs, Snak The Ripper and SonReal, recently released two videos, a video each rather. And I don't know, I think a lot of people were trying to compare the two, and a lot of people compare the two artists in general. I think, well, first of all, do you think it's even fair to compare two artists, especially artists who are in such different veins of hip hop? You know what I mean? Like, whereas Snak's kind of grimy and raw, and SonReal's almost a little more polished type of thing. Like, what do you guys think? Is it even fair to compare when it comes to MCing?
Well, I think it's apples and oranges really, but it's all rap music, so you kind of have to compare it. You know, you can't really.
It's all competition at the end, right?
Exactly, absolutely. I'm not saying anyone's better than anyone else, but I think you definitely have to compare the two, however different they may be. So, what do you think?
You know, I think there's room for everything. Look, this is what people always asked back in the day. You know, what is there a Canadian sound? Is there a Vancouver sound? Is there a West Coast Canada sound? Nah, man. There's a Snak The Ripper sound. There's a Merkules sound. There's an Alpha Omega sound. There's a Neph sound. There's a Mad Child sound in the Swollen Members. There's a Mad Child sound on the solo. Not to get on some, you know, very reflective artistic shit.
Do it, dog. Do it. Take us there.
It really is all about phases and the comfortability and the level that each artist goes through those phases through their creative career. So, yeah, you're putting your music out to the general public. You're going to be judged. You're going to be viewed. You're going to be compared. That's just the nature of the game. But to be able to take all of that input, if you so choose, for myself in particular, I rarely read the feedback. I like to hone my craft inside of my own sphere. Some people are more external than that and like to reach out for those vibrations and calculate accordingly. There's room for all of that. It's out of the necessity of the individual and where that individual places their artistry and their voice at that particular time for the phase that they're at in their life. But again, because of putting that artwork out to the general public,
you have to embrace it and expect
you're opening yourself up. So the more that you can take and the thicker skin you can get, sometimes it's for the good. Sometimes you realize you need to take those marks and those scars and take those words that people are phrasing. You got to take them to heart to be able to recalculate and recalibrate and adjust yourself if you want to have a long career in this game. Because it's peaks and valleys. It can beat you down, it can lift you up, but it's all of those things in any split second.
That's what's up, that's what's up. So Snak's video is called Don't Leave. SonReal's video is called Preach. So I mean, we were just kind of checking it out, just doing a little bit of comparison, and again, it is kind of apples and oranges, especially when it comes to those two. I feel as if they're not on opposite sides of the spectrum, but you know, the distance away from each other as far as the avenue that they choose to take in their artistic expression. And so I mean, I don't know, like when it came to their videos, it was difficult for me to say which one was better, because it's straight up, well, do you like mango or do you like pineapple? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, well, which one is it? You know, I thought both of them were done well. I think Stewie Kubrick is, you know, like Stanley Kubrick, you know, he justifies his name, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's super, super talented. And, but yeah, what did you think?
I think these two videos are interesting because they were released at a time, you know, in a span of time that was very close to one another. And there's many similarities. I feel like they're both on tour, clearly. I mean, clearly SonReal was on tour shooting that video. He, you know, he was in front of like the White House and Walter White. What was the guy from Breaking Bad? Is it Walter White?
It's Walter somebody.
Yeah, in front of his house and like everywhere, like, you know, California to wherever. And Snak, of course, was touring through Europe in his videos. I think, you know, you're right about saying there's phases, because these guys are coming, the phase that's happening right now, these guys are coming up at the same time. So being from the West Coast, of course, they're often compared to one another, but Snak's so grimy, and he's so grimy, and SonReal is just the total opposite. So to compare them, I think is absurd and difficult, but the similarities are there. And I think, you know, with the SonReal video, I like the concept of it. The idea of the song's called Preach, and that he was so unenergetic was interesting to me. But I love the concept of the video. I think good on him, you know, for being out there and creating these creative concepts that people like. And Snak the same. One thing that turned me off about that video is the whole, you know, the snot shots.
That's Snak though. That's Snak.
But that is so him, right? Yeah, and one thing I also thought about that too is I wonder how far his you know, sort of like dick and fart jokes went with a fully non-English speaking crowd. You know, do you ever think about that? Like, he's on tour in Europe and these people don't speak any English, or probably barely any English aside from the lyrics that they know from him. And
I think dick and fart are like universal across all languages.
Well, shout out to Snak, because he's doing it. He's doing it big with that toilet humor, I think, for sure.
We're gonna take a little break. While we're going, check out this DK video, The Grizz, local artist. Check it out.
Yeah. We on that Grizz. Snack.
Yeah. West side dudes do west side shit. Smoke west side weed with a west side bitch. We stay trip, codeine on deck. Man, all damn day, that's Grizz, we wet.
Right by the bottom, man, fuck the bar. Girl, give me brains, but she ain't too smart. Come get your bitch, she on my arm. I'ma open up her legs like keys to my car. Damn, she's so wet. I'ma need a Speedo. 25 racks on the chips in the Nino. Feel like Mike Jackson. Bitch, you just Tito. Gold in my frame. Smoking BC dog.
Westside dudes do Westside shit. Smoke Westside weed with a Westside bitch. We stay trip, codeine on deck. Man, all damn day. That's Grizz we wet.
Grizz ho, grit Grizz ho. Grizz ho, grit Grizz ho. Yeah, Grizz ho, grit Grizz ho. With a super bad bitch in the Benz, oh. Pull up on main, slugs in my teeth. Stay coming down in that VCOG. CC my team and she BB with me. Bitch tryna front like he be in them streets. Jay got that white, he got that Lindsay. Y'all talking money, then bring that shit this way. Smoke got me high, lean got me dizzy. Don't want that tip, drop that bitch off on Kingsway. Skinny motherfucker with the Nikes. Bandana on my face in a white beat. I'ma kill these motherfuckers overnight, B. Then you know I'm burning being with your wifey. Be best you leave all that BS in New West. Cause uptown we get down and spray all your crew wet. Girl be Chinese, she go deep while I'm driving. But you type of niggas get flat ass like Miley.
Westside dudes do Westside shit. Smoke Westside weed with a Westside bitch. We stay trip, codeine on deck. Man, all damn day. That's Grizz we wet.
Grizz ho, grit Grizz ho. Grizz ho, grit Grizz ho. Grizz ho, grit Grizz ho. With a super bad bitch in the Benz, oh. Yeah. D to the motherfucking Kizzer. Yeah.
Next up, are you guys Tech N9ne fans by any chance?
Tech's the man.
Tech is the man.
Come on.
Listen, I had to ask, but I mean, you know, some things are obvious and redundant, but you know, Tech N9ne, one of the local artists that we were talking about earlier, Merkules, we kind of went up to check out one of his shows, of which Merkules opened up for. Check out the interview though, man. In his tour bus.
I'm here on behalf of Hip Hop Vancouver and Stomp Down Killers. I'm here with Tech N9ne. Firstly, I'd like to ask what your opinion is on the Canadian hip-hop scene and how it's different from the other countries that you've toured, man.
The hip-hop scene here in Canada is very much so alive. The last time I was here, I saw Pharoah Monch and the Alcoholics on one stage, and then I went the next day to see Big Crit and Slim Thug the next day. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop is very much alive in Canada, alive and kicking. You know what I'm sizzling? The difference, I would say more women. I don't know.
That's a great answer, man. I'd also like to ask how you compare the sound of the new album in comparison to something else.
Oh yeah, it's called Special Effects. Started on it, I got like 5 songs done. After this tour, I gotta go finish it. It's gonna be bigger, and what I realized is that I have to rap against Tech N9ne, man.
Exactly.
It's such a hard job, man. You know what I'm saying? It's
yourself.
like, yeah, man, because I have to do better than Strange Elation. I have to do better than something else, you know? And it's going to be a hard task, but I think I'm doing it thus far. It's going to be a hard task, though, man. You know what I mean? I just realized that I really got to rap against myself, man. You know what I'm saying? My last LP, you know? And it's a hard job, but I think I'm going to get it done, man. I know I'm going to get it done, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It seems as if something's always happening in Strange Music.
Yeah.
How would you compare the fact that you have all these artists on your label? How do you, as far as management goes, do you manage these guys yourself? Or?
No, I don't manage them. Ritz has his own management. You know, everybody got their own manager, man. You know, Mayday have their own managers, you know what I mean? And, you know, they come equipped, you know, my artists, man. They come equipped to do everything we need them to do, to be extreme lyricists, for one, and then to be able to convey that on stage to the crowd, man, to be able to move a crowd, to be an MC. That's what's, that's the criteria, you know what I'm saying? And they come with everything, you know?
It seems as if you're very fond of Vancouver as a city because you're here all the time.
Van City.
What is one of your most fondest memories of being here, man?
One of my fondest memories of being in Vancouver, going to that Van City store. I forgot what it was called.
Dipped.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
They showed me Big Love, and then we
Word
just
up.
heard, we came out of that store, and we heard that Snoop was playing in the park.
Word?
So we went down there to the park, and we waited backstage and waited, and Snoop then went late. So we like sitting there, we like, ooh, we're gonna smoke some weed, you know?
Yeah, for
We
sure.
didn't get to smoke it, but, you know, just the thought, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But then when I came back, you know, we did this kick-ass show, man, you know what I mean? And Yahtzee, it was really wonderful.
Yeah, man, Vancouver, British Columbia in general has a lot of love for you.
Yes,
guys,
sir,
you know what I
man,
mean?
yes, sir.
I was just wondering how the whole Mayday signing transpired.
The whole Mayday sound?
Yeah, man. In
Oh,
general,
my God.
I mean,
Like I said, man, they were already equipped with everything, man, with producers, with rappers, with managers.
Yeah.
I saw them open up for me
word?
in Orlando.
Crazy.
And I saw them, I said, Travis, we got to have them.
Mm-hmm.
And my VP out there on the West, Dave Weiner, gave me a CD of theirs.
Oh, word.
And I got to listen to it back home, and I'm like, yo. Then I saw him in a T-Pain video. I'm like, oh, yo, Travis, man, we got to get these guys, man, before T-Pain picks them up.
Yeah, no doubt.
I heard Wayne, they played for Wayne.
Yeah,
and,
word.
you know, I'm like, Wayne's going to try to get them. Let's go.
You got to be that guy.
And, you know, they already had their own sound, man, and they still do, and it keeps evolving, even with the Merge Day album, you know what I'm saying? It's 1,000, man.
And as
1
far
million.
Yeah, hell yeah, man, for sure. And as far as you know, is Recognized doing another solo album anytime soon, or?
I know Burns been talking about doing one, so I'm sure, you know, Recognize have so many ideas, man. I'm sure, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, keep it coming, Rec. For sure.
And I was just wondering how you got involved with the new Night of the Living Dead.
I did it a while ago, man. You know what I mean? And it's supposed to be like, what's that blue movie? Everybody's Blue. That CGI movie. What was it called back in the day? What? Avatar. There you go.
Avatar,
It's
yes.
supposed to be Avatar, but, you know, quality, but zombies.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I did that, but I just did the Devil's Carnival, man. We finished that, and it's murdering, dude.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate you giving us your time.
Oh, man.
I go by the name of Merkules.
Merkules.
We out here.
Let me get the right hand, man. It's the hand of love, man.
It's love. It's love.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We out
yes,
here with
sir.
Hip Hop Vancouver, Stomp Down Killer, Stealth Bomb Records.
Merkules is a dope
100
ass
Mash.
name.
Shout out to the homies Onyx, Sticky Fingers, Fredro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Sticky
That's
Fingers.
the big homies,
I just
man.
did one with him and
Sadistic.
Sadistic, yeah.
Yeah, man. Sticky's the
Ultraviolet.
big homie, man. We're a part of the 100 Mag crew.
Yes, sir,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
the big
sir.
homies. That's the family.
Hip Hop Vancouver, baby.
All day, man.
Yes, sir. Tech N9ne.
We're out here, man. You know what it is.
I know everyone out there, at least for the most part, has seen the recent Shady Records, Am and Slaughterhouse, Cypher, we're all in the hood, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing or whatever. You know, there's a lot of debate going around about who is second best in that Cypher, because obviously everyone kind of agrees universally who was best. But what did you think about the Cypher in general?
There's not really a whole lot to think. Eminem embodies everybody. I don't think that's really a question. I thought Yellow Wolf killed it as well. That was my second pick.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Yellow Wolf's verse. It was very different.
For sure. I agree with you. I had Yellow Wolf second as well. He was just super laid back and country and just, you know what I mean, just kind of doing his thing or whatever. I mean, when it comes to MCing and Prev, I think you can definitely chime in on this. Is it a requirement for an MC to be able to handle himself in a cypher, whether it's pre-written or a freestyle? You know what I mean? Like just being able to show up to the cypher. All the MCs are around you. Show me what you got. Like, you know what I mean? Is that a requirement for an MC in 2014?
Mandatory.
Mandatory.
I don't care if it's 1979 or 2029. It's mandatory. It's gonna be. It's part of it. You're in your, you're in your peer group. You're surrounded by people who are doing the same thing. They got the eye on the same prize that you're chasing after. It's a proving ground. It's a test of mettle. It's hugely important. I look back at when I used to do it back in the day, and it was hugely a huge formative part of my career. Gave me a huge understanding of delivery, patience, crowd control, breath control, maybe breath control over everything. So that was a real place to test that. And yeah, I think it's hugely important. I hope it never goes away.
Oh, it can't. Part of one of the elements, you know, is vastly important, most definitely. I mean, if you guys haven't seen the video yet, you gotta see Prev on Sway in the morning, because I mean the man sitting on your culture, obviously, you know what I mean, is already on the level, and you guys already know about him, so he's already on that level. But if you haven't seen the video, you gotta check it out. Sway was like just into you the whole time. You just saw it, you know what I mean? Is freestyling pretty much like the first thing that kind of made you realize, yo, I am an MC. I need to be doing this. This needs to be my life right here. Did it come from freestyling, or did it come from writing? Did it come, you know, where did it come from?
Cops are after me, I gotta go.
Is that for you? I don't know.
Well, let me start by saying this. Linking up with Sway, I had the opportunity to meet Sway a couple times in the past. Absolutely an amazing person, absolutely amazing. And it was also kind of a cool thing. I was pretty stoked to meet Heather B. That was real dope for me.
Nice.
And Wonder smashed it on the beats. You know, Five Fingers was by far the biggest challenge that I've ever had in my career, as far as the freestyle aspect of it. It's extremely challenging. Again, you don't know what you're going to get thrown at you. You don't know when you're going to get thrown that alternate beat. And Sway is so great at interviewing and making everyone feel comfortable. I had almost forgotten that Five Fingers was coming up. We did this whole great, amazing interview and got to touch on some great, amazing topics. And then Sway kind of looked at me and said, "Are you ready?" And then they played the music in the background.
Like,
and as soon as the music went off, it instantly registered, okay, you got to go into game mode. It was extremely challenging, but to be honest, there came a point for me where I felt like I wanted to just sink into it and have fun with it and try to use as many tools out of the kid as I could. And those tools that I felt like I was reaching for and I didn't have, that's what freestyling is about, is reaching for the tool that you feel that you can implement best in said circumstance. And Five Fingers was absolutely the most challenging labyrinth that I've ever had to run through as an MC. But at the end of it,
you proved it.
It felt nice to again get that acknowledgement from the peer group for something that for myself personally, I don't frame it in that way of it being the you know, I think for a lot of freestylers, a lot of rappers that freestyle, you can get hinged up in that this is my everything moment. And that pressure, I think, can either sink you or allow you to float. But if you can take that pressure off yourself and just have fun with it, I think it takes a lot of stress off of your shoulders, because it's a stressful situation going into something not only of that caliber, which to me is still the top tier caliber, but any of these battle arenas that we've been talking about. It's hard. It's challenging. You're usually no mic. You're a cappella. There's no beats, which I prefer anyway. But for some MCs, they prefer to have that backbeat to guide them. But it's a real test, because you have to be on your own count. You're in your own mind. You're running on your own metronome. And especially if you're freestyling, not only that, there's vibrations of 1,000 other people, or in some closed situations, 200 other people around you, but all eyes are on you. And then you add to that the radio, the TV, the fact people are streaming it, a lot of the pay-per-view stuff. Man, that's a lot of fucking pressure, bro. That's no joke. So to be able to do it naturally and just let it be what it's supposed to be, which is fun, and your mind just opening up, and hopefully your mouth can keep up with the words that your brain is being the conduit to. It can be really rewarding.
Yeah, most definitely. I think Sway said the closest person to he had you at the top echelon. I think he said the closest person to you was Papoose, which in itself. Like, I mean, you know, you're more of a veteran than Pep, so maybe it's not you know, a surprise, and it shouldn't be a surprise. But I thought that was just really high praise, man. You know
I was
what
extremely honored.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I was extremely honored.
Yeah, it's
absolutely 100%.
To me, I think personally that a big chunk of your powers come from your dreads, and you know, people out there should kind of hone that. The people with dreads just have that extra level of power, you know? I mean, but that's me.
What's the preparation like for something like that? Like, what's your process? Are you, you know, strictly no television and internet and just in your own zone? Or like, I can imagine that's a lot of pressure leading up, especially.
To be completely honest, I just let it be in its natural element. I didn't go in with anything preordained or pre-written. You know, we basically went across the street. We had 10 minutes before we had to be at Sirius. Got an Americano, walked across the street, got in the elevator, went to the reception desk, checked in. When they called our names, it was, you know, it's one of those things going to be said for the 10,000 hours of putting in the time. After putting in that much time, you hope that it is just embedded inside of you. If you can't access those vibrations, then perhaps there's a different channel that you should try to access as far as what gives you joy. For me, being an MC gives me joy. It gives me joy to write. And you know, I'll back you on the dread thing as far as it being a,
I knew you would.
There's a lot of channels, you know, they're energy conduits. Word up, straight up. So
Jedi over here, man.
Word.
Yeah,
and you just try to channel into that stuff. So yeah, you go into it just open-minded, but you rely on your instincts, your intrinsic skill set that you feel you have a system of belief built up in for the things that you've read, for the movies you've watched, for the way that you've dissected sitting on a corner, having a latte in the morning and watching 50 people walk by on their daily grind. The way they walk, the clothes they wear, all of those things go into your memory bank, and hopefully you can retain enough of it to be able to draw on those scenes, those smells, those colors, those scents, those movements, that when you need to verbalize all of those external things that you've digested, that you're able to put it into a landscape that is obviously painted through words.
Wow, well put.
Very
well
extremely well put, man. Extremely well. So Neph, your freestyle game?
Working on.
Working
on. I'll jump in a cypher any day. I mean, you know,
yes.
whether it's sometimes I freestyle, sometimes they're written, but it's something I got to work on for sure. And it's been punched into me since the start. So
hey man, one of the things you know, just as far as progression is concerned, is knowing what you need to work on. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And like, at the end of the day, it is about just the repetition and just being in the element and just letting it flow. And then you might just have to grow dreads. You know what I'm saying?
I might have to. I might have to.
You know, if you're trying to follow any man's footsteps, it's like the next step. You got a couple more steps.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm very much a visual
terrible
learner, so the whole writing process was, you know, the easy part for me. I gotta tap into those other elements now for sure.
There you go.
So.
There you go. No, that's what's up. That's what's up. I think the lesson today here is grow your locks.
Shout out to everyone who's about to get locks. So. Van City's about to come out with some locks and some raps, hitting us up.
For real. So speaking about crazy MCs, crazy MCing, one of my favorite MCs in the game right now is Kendrick Lamar, representing the West Coast. What is you guys' opinion on Kendrick?
He's a beast.
He is a beast.
He's beasting out on people. I mean, he's bringing a lot of life back into hip hop. I find, especially for the West Coast. I'm enjoying what he's doing.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Absolutely.
What about you, Prev?
Yeah, you know, we were just talking off camera. I honestly haven't bought a rap album in probably 10 years. I listen to other sorts of music and get my source of inspiration from other places, but we were recently on tour, on a Swollen tour in the US, and Mad and Rob were bumping the new Kendrick album, and I was a fan instantly. I like that the respect of the heritage and tradition is inlaid there. There's a real respect and an homage paid forward to the skill set at the rudimentary level that is so well understood that it becomes extremely complex to a tuned ear. But to the person who's just learning the terminology, it's completely accessible at the same time. To be able to balance those two dichotomies, huge kudos. He's awesome.
Absolutely.
He is, man. I feel he is an MC, you know what I mean?
Straight up.
And you just know it, like his just everything he embodies, you can tell that he is just an MC.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And like,
I feel like Kendrick is an artist, though. Let's not put him in a
He
box
is,
of
he
an
is,
MC
he is.
because you know, I think especially with the latest single that came out, he did a track called I, and the hook is I Love Myself, right? And it's done to an Isley Brothers. He redid the Isley Brothers, Who's That Lady? And they all do it with a band in the background, and I think it's incredible. His performance is incredible. He just performed on Saturday Night Live last night, and
Chantal Kruziasik?
no,
I thought she was on there too.
was she? Oh, as a host, was she? I didn't see that part. I watched the first performance. My bad, but okay. Second performance, we're being told. Okay.
it was all about Kendrick.
Sure. So I saw the first one, the performance of I, and just blown away. I think, you know, he's taking every element of music, and his lyricism is so far, I think, above people's heads at times too, that he receives, you know, he received some negative backlash from this hook. You know, I Love Myself. People are like, you know, Kendrick is soft, but you have to listen to the lyricism and the rest of the song to be able to judge, I feel like. And he's so on point. And I think, you know, one of the things that's kind of screwed up with this generation is that everything aside, if that hook was changed, or everything stays the same, and that hook was changed to say, you know, I love fucking two chicks at the same time, we'd have a whole, you know, city full of people quoting that. But instead we have a whole city full of people who's sort of saying, you know, I'm not really sure if I dig this because it's a little too soft. So, you know, Kendrick has a plan. He's very smart. I think he's very tactical. He has longevity as well. And I think it's very similar to, you know, when Nas put out I Know I Can. And, you know, that was something that was different. It was different from his street vibe, and it was different from what he was doing before. But that song is iconic still. And Nas is iconic still, and I think Kendrick has, that longevity that of an artist, not just an MC.
I think you can dig back even to MCs that, I mean, there's no question, you're not questioning LL Cool J, you're not questioning Rakim as far as their hardness as being MCs, as being lyricists. But still, you play Mahogany, I'm vibing to Mahogany.
This is it.
You play I Need Love,
yeah,
I'm rocking to it.
Best believe it.
You know, and I think this is something that maybe we get a little misconstrued just in our society in general, is when men dial into their emotions and show that side when they're known, especially if they're known for showing that harder edge, when they show an emotional side as well, it's easy to pick away at that. But in truth, that's actually showing a lot more strength than a lot more people in general have the audacity to put forward.
Absolutely.
Again, as we said, when you put your artwork out there, it's subject to the world. If you're known as being a hard-ass MC and you put out something that people may perceive as being softer, you're really putting yourself out there, but the strength to be able to put that out there in the first place shows that you have strength of mind over their perception of it, regardless of what they say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. For an artist to not fall into, I think, a box that their fan base or, you know, the media or the, you know, the listeners want to put them in, I think that's really brave as well. To take your artistic integrity and just do it, regardless of, you know, the fact that, you know, critics might say, like, yeah, that is a little too soft, or that hook maybe isn't what we expected from Kendrick. Well, I think it's also similar to like Pharrell's Happy. People compared it to that, like, you know, Pharrell went soft with Happy, but just the fact alone that people are talking about him in a way that's positive as well, I respect. You know, they're not talking about him because, you know, he's throwing a 2 Chainz hook out there, you know, some ignorant shit. They're talking about him because he's doing positive hooks and making music that's, I don't know, it's diverse. It reaches far more people than the rap community too.
And again, that phase of your life comes into it.
Absolutely.
Right?
I feel like it's really brave. Right? I feel like it is.
Look at Pharrell's career. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. And as artists, as people, of course, we have freedom of speech, right? And especially as artists, we have that conduit, we have that platform to be able to put that message out there, whatever our individual message may be. One of my old school favorite quotes is, "I may not agree with what a man has to say, but I will defend him till my death is right to say it." It was either Voltaire or Robespierre. I always get those two guys mixed up. But I mean, that really speaks volumes to being an artist. I may not agree with what you have to say, but I completely agree that you have the right to say it. And of course, how it's perceived as public opinion, well, majority usually wins. But as we know these days of social media, sometimes it's also about being in that niche group of people that are in the minority, where you find that community and that vibe and that appreciation. And if that has to come incrementally, that's fine. Music and art is all about experimentation. It's never a solid formula. You should not try to repeat the same pattern. It's like living in a house. Your house should always be a living, breathing organism. That painting should never stay there for 45 years. That thing should get switched out and in and out as your taste change, your lifestyle changes, your view and your vibe changes. It's the same thing as art.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
Absolutely.
It's heavy. That's deep. That's heavy.
Smart guy over here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. it's like, you know, I don't know. I'm just saying, it's not difficult, you know? You just gotta let it be.
He just hides a few Voltaire quotes in his dreads. It's not a big deal.
Exactly. So, I mean, across all time, across all types of hip hop, do you guys have a favorite MC?
Black Thought.
Oh,
listen, man.
Off the top.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He beat me to it, but I'm gonna put Busy Bone out there.
Busy?
Yeah.
Nice. That's what's up. So why Black Thought?
Man, I just love watching the progression, man. The wordplay, the style, the confidence, the origin of the voice. You know, maybe it's also because I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan since '88, Randall Cunningham, Reggie White days.
Why y'all be chilling more? Right? You know what I'm saying? We got beat today, a little rough, but you know what?
No, I always grew up. I was always a big DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince fan. I always liked those cats when I was young,
Deadly
coming
DJ.
up and listening to it. Deadly DJ, and Will was spitting, man. I mean, you go back and listen to those records, you can't deny it. Yeah, it was a bit of a more comical twist on things, but the songs where he really spit, forget it, man. He was amazing. So I've always had love for Philly. And when the Roots came out, it was really cool to see that mix of the live instrumentation with such a talented MC and the way that they learned together. That's what I think appreciate about the Roots and about Thought, is that they learned and grew together, not only as a band and as a rap group that had live instrumentation behind them, but as musicians and songwriters together. Really, really amazing and dynamic.
Yeah.
Crazy albums, back to front, like just orchestrated.
He's never spit a whack verse ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
I have, like, people say, oh, you know, Black Thought, his underrated is underrated. Yes, it's underrated, but you can't label him as underrated, because you still have to label him as he is a crazy MC. And to say his underrated, okay, cool, man. You ask, you know, every single hip hop artist, I mean, a hip hop fan out there, I don't know. I think it just belittles him to say he's underrated, because those who know.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? And
he's
so
amazing.
Is he under? I don't know. It's, you know, teachers and all that. So why Busy?
I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of R&B.
Okay.
Besides hip hop, my mom was really, really into R&B. She bought the East 99 record when it came out.
Yeah.
She liked the song Crossroads. She had no idea what they were talking about on the rest of the song, so she gave me the CD one day. And I was probably like 6 years old or something like that. And I remember not knowing what anyone was talking about either, but I remember Busy Bone's voice standing out like tenfold. I mean, they're all talented rappers in Bone Thugs and Harmony, but the way Busy Bone would just harmonize and sing and rap, I think it was a first. I think he was the first to really mix the two together. I really appreciated that. You know?
See, yeah, it was a really good blend, especially when it first came out. It was like Absolutely. You know, it took, yeah.
I mean, he went through his troubles later on and this, that, and the next thing, but no, I think he's very, very talented and very underrated.
Crossroads, such an iconic song, just classic. Man. Across, you know, it's been how many years now since that came out? Like however many decades since it came out.
Got to be a 10-year anniversary.
I feel like no one really did it like Bone Thugs though since then, you know, like as a group.
Just the harmony type of thing?
Yeah, like we really haven't had a resurgence of somebody in that vein, you know?
Yeah. Oh man,
so they'll last forever. Just I think even if they don't drop anything, you know what I mean? Because there's no one really to kind of, I don't know, replace that.
It's a huge fan base that they got, that they built over the years, you know? You can't cross that out.
One of my like all-time favorite warm-up, just getting in the mood for, you know, go gym or I got a game or whatever is Notorious Thugs, man. Like, listen, dog.
Good call on that.
Listen. Don't even get me started on that. And then to go back to Black Thought and the Roots, I had this this discussion the other day. Hands down, best hip-hop love song of all time, to go back to tie into the, okay, here's a soft rapper or whatever. You Got Me is... That's my ex-wife right there. Just toss that out there. You know what I'm saying? But best hip-hop love song of all time, in my opinion, man. Like, you cannot... it's such a timeless song, you know what I mean? From everything that Eve says to what Jill Scott wrote and Erykah Badu saying, and from what Black Thought's saying, it's all timeless. It's all relevant across generations, you know what I mean? As long as there's distance between two lovers, you know? It's and then the instrument, and then Questlove's drum solo at the end, retarded.
Love songs are classic.
Retarded.
Yeah.
You have a favorite MC?
You know, I'm a big Andre 3K fan.
Yeah.
I gotta say that I can always listen to Dre's song and think like, damn, did I hear this already? Like, this guy he's money. He's out of the box. You know, I love an MC who is, like we were talking, more an artist. You know, they don't care. They don't put themselves in that, you know, I gotta be a rapper image and box. So yeah, I love him from his style to his voice to the way he rhymes, and yeah, I'm a big Andre 3000 fan. Big up Cast fan.
His most natural sounding MC to me. You know, like it sounds like this guy's having a conversation with you to your face, and there's no mic anywhere. It's just you and him, and it's just talking, but it's all lyrical, it's all rhythmic, it's all, you know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. I have to say a top 3, which is Andre 3000, Black Thought, and Nas. Like,
I was gonna say Nas. That would have been my second one, for sure.
It depends on, you know, what mood I'm in, where my head's, it depends, man. It's just, I couldn't decide, you know, but absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. I love MC. I love hip hop, man. You guys love hip hop?
We love hip hop.
I love hip hop, yeah.
And you're right, Nas is amazing, of course.
He is, man. He is.
Have you seen his honorable mentions? Honorable mentions to Nas.
Absolutely.
And the Time is Illmatic. Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah.
Time is Illmatic.
Do you guys see Time is Illmatic?
Not yet.
I heard it's amazing.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good. I liked it. It kind of took us to 1992, 1991, 1993. That whole, you know, everything that was kind of going on in Queens at that time or whatever. But no, it was good, man. He's the man. I can't decide between the three personally.
You don't have to.
I know. I don't.
You don't have to. You can keep them all.
I feel more confident.
You can keep them all.
Thank you.
Keep them all.
Thank you, for sure.
Speaking of MCs, we have another video from a local MC. We call him JDennis. The city calls him JDennis. That's a self-hired video, right? Our homies at Self-Hired.
Self-Hired directed this video. JDennis, more cash. Before we throw to that, we want to say thanks once again to Prev and Neph, Alpha Omega, Vancouver, December 6th, Fortune. Don't mess around. I need to see everybody there. Fortune, bang. Where can they go to check out, you know, what's the Twitter, what's the Instagram, where can they see next tour dates and everything? What's going on?
Everything can be found at Neph Backs War, at symbol NEPH Backs War. That's my personal thing.
All my stuff's at Prevail.
That's Twitter, folks, for you guys
there you go.
Out there in the social media world.
Keep up to date. With that said, thanks
Dennis.
for joining us. JDennis, Self-Hired, Mo Cash. Ow! Peace.
Peace, Van City.
Red Uno.
Hey, yo, what up, man?
What up, fam?
Yeah, I need you going back to the barracks, man. We need some more ammunition, son.
Already, my nigga. Yeah, man. I'm at the studio, man. I'm about to finish up here real quick, man. I'm about to go check out the trap, man. See what's good. All right, I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep up, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. JDennis. Yeah. Yeah. Spending dollars. I got more cash. I'ma holla. Show some more ass. In the club, drinks on me. I don't give a fuck, spend a drink on me. VIP, thick chick on me. Got her lips on me, but I fuck for free. Spending dollars. I got more cash. I'ma holla. Show some more ass. In the club, drinks on me. I don't give a fuck, spend a drink on me. VIP, thick chick on me. Got her lips on me, but I fuck for free. Pop bottles. Get it poppin', bitch. I'm a player, dodging haters on my player sheet. Money talk, and I'ma listen back. Some y'all niggas broke, cause y'all ain't got the ear for that. I ain't got the time for that. Young must turn the hustle into overstacks. Like I owe that money back, but I grew with the door, so I'm overstacks. Game lock need a code for that. Get what I need and sell it back. Give it to my niggas and redouble that. Running past you niggas, no turning back. I'm on another fucking planet. Michael Jackson, forgive me, Janet. Rhythm Nation, we here paper chasing. Blunt in the air, champagne tasting. Got my shoes laced in, I'm looking clean as fuck. My whole crew do the same, we be cleaning up. Triple beam is tough, Scotty beam me up. This guy jet fly, low key is fire. Spending dollars, I got more cash. I'ma holla, show some more ass. In the club, drinks on me. I don't give a fuck, spend a drink on me. VIP, thick chick on me. Got her lips on me, but I fuck for free. Spending dollars, I got more cash. I'ma holla, show some more ass. In the club, drinks on me. I don't give a fuck, spend a drink on me. VIP, thick chick on me. Got her lips on me, but I fuck for free. I'm on that, they on this. I pop bottles, they pop lips. Top models, main chick. Top swallows, main beat. Get into the beat right now. Ass popping like it's on the heat right now. Love in the club, wanna beat right now. Take a drink, one round, then I beat that down. All her friends watching. See a real nigga, her friends joshing. Said she wanna get him trying more than just a little. Now I'm only in the middle, straight peel popping. What the deal, drop it. Mommy, she hip poppin'. She got those hips poppin'. I told her don't stop it. She know I like that. Doing shit, have a nigga coming right back. On my drink, my nigga, I be right back. Got locomotives, mommy on the right track. Whoa. She like that, and I like her in her short skirt. Cause she flirt first with her twerk work. Cause I quench thirst with my swag burst. Damn. She on the loose, killing these hoes, they callin' truce. Game so tight, they call a noose. In a VI booth, sippin' on my goose. Spending dollars, I got more cash. I'ma holla, show some more ass. In the club, drinks on me. I don't give a fuck, spend a drink on me. VIP, thick chick on me. Got her lips on me, but I fuck for free. Spending dollars, I got more cash. I'ma holla, show some more ass. In the club, drinks on me. I don't give a fuck, spend a drink on me. VIP, thick chick on me. Got her lips on me, but I fuck for free. Keep up, motherfucker. Fucker.
We haven't finished. I know you thought we were finished.
What?
That was JDennis, pardon me. Using government names over here. Yikes. JDennis on some self-hired video. That was Mo Cash. Ladies. Holy. The ladies in that video. Shout out to Jerome for keeping his shirt on, though. You know, if you've seen his performances in the past. What a body. Anyhow.
Right?
Yeah.
Shout out Ashley in that video.
I mean, shout out all the ladies in that video. Damn.
It's like my body. You see me?
You have a buddy like Ashley
or
buddy. Like Jerome?
Like you, We'll just leave that
Somewhere
to the
in between.
imagination.
Somewhere in between. Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting.
Girl can't tell.
Yo, what up? As you can see, we're joined with Cope of Illegitimate.
Illegit. What? Bienvenue. My name's Copasetic. Yeah, Illegitimate. Eye for an eye. R/rap battles. I love that hip hop. I love that rap battle stuff. It's all to the good, and I love these guys.
What do you have to say about? Oh, we love you too, of course.
Of course, it's all love.
All love.
A little bit.
Tell us about your love of battle rap.
Battle rap.
Since you're right in there.
Battle rap is crazy. Battle rap is crazy right now. There's a lot going on, and you know, it's at a very interesting stage in its development. You know, if you are a fan of hip hop, if you love bars, if you love potency, if you love impact, if you love writing, you gotta love battle rap, man. You know, MCs get in there and just their lives depend on the potency of their lines. You know, you can hear a whole album from an MC and not get the amount of bars that you find in one battle, because it's what matters. It's what moves the crowd. You know, I like to think of it as it's like magic, right? You know, you're casting a spell and you're changing people's brain chemistry based on the words that you say, based on the concepts that you throw out, the imagery. That's real shit. And yes, King of the Dot is throwing a huge event in Toronto. Flatline 3. Oh, that one. Flatline 3. It's happening. Toronto, November 21st and 22nd. It's going to be a huge event. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know some of my favorite battlers are battling. How about you guys? Do you guys have some favorite battlers battling at that event?
One of my favorite local battlers is definitely battling, and that is that guy right there.
You. I'm on the small card. Yes, I'm on the day 1 card. Day 2 card, you've got the title match between Daylight and Pat Stay, which is going to to be as you know. Daylight.
What could he possibly do?
I don't know. You know,
what could he possibly do to
top the boo boo in the desert?
I think he's gonna give Pat Stay a pearl necklace.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna. He's gonna go.
Yeah.
Ejaculate.
Yeah. He's gonna move from doo-doo
to there's some things
dicks.
that he hasn't done. For those people who don't know, Daylight is a battle rapper who he really pushes the boundaries. He pushes the lines of battle rap beyond what rap is. In his last battle, he decided to attempt to defecate on the stage, which is an interesting choice, an artistic choice, one might say.
Artistic.
Some things he hasn't done: getting naked, no. Swiping his ball sweat on his opponent's face, no. Cross-dressing, he hasn't done that, so that's an idea as well. And some people think that Sharon deserves the title shot, and he might just do a little tag team thing, impromptu tag team thing there. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be a huge event. Sharon is battling Charlie Clips.
It's going to be another battle right there.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. Sharon's got the crazy freestyles, and Charlie Clips is obviously he's a fan favorite. He's a very talented guy. People love him. He's coming off of a really devastating performance in Duel in the Desert. It was a duel.
'Twas a duel.
'Twas indeed. Yeah, you know, lots of great MCs for sure. I'll be there repping Vancouver. Shout out to La Sparka, Willie B, you know, the Vancouver division. I'm working hard to make sure that we're represented well. But we'll.
Who do you got, man? Tell him who you got.
I'm battling Caveman Brown, which is great because I fucking love Caveman Brown.
It's nice. It's nice.
You're good.
Oh, you can swear.
Okay, he's incredible. You know, when I first got into battling, I watched this guy and he ripped his competition apart, and he was amazing, and he had a style unlike anybody else. I'm just thrilled and humbled and honored to be able to step into the ring with this guy. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, we're just gonna entertain. You know, it's not even about who wins or who loses. It's about how much fun we can have. I'm just excited. I can't be more excited.
That's what's up.
For how it's going down.
In the 2 battles that you mentioned, who do you have coming out on top?
Oh, really? It's like that.
It's like that.
Well, you know, the thing is, Daylight's a wild card. I think that people are interested to see whether or not he wants the chain. This is for the title match. I think it's possible that he just comes with straight raps and kills it. But you know, you never know. You never know what to expect. Sharon versus Charlie Clips. You know, Sharon is going to be prepared. That's his motto. He's just ultra prepared, and he's a great freestyler. Charlie Clips
He had a bad performance. This is the first bad performance I've seen of his, but he was weak. And so we don't know if he's going to rebound against Sharon or what. But there's another good match in Uno Lavos versus Roan. That's going to be a really good, I think, a classic. You know, you've got two real comedic styles. And then there's Arcane versus Cortez. You know, two like real gritty wordplay, street type rappers, and we'll see who comes out ahead there. It's a really even match. Overall, you know, it's a really competitive card. There are a lot of really good battles on the slate. And, you know, props to KOTD for putting it together.
Oh, yeah, man. That's what's up.
Super
Shout out
impressive.
Organic, you know what I'm saying, and the whole crew over there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Avi. Yo, KOTD, you guys are doing your thing, yo. It's definitely evolving, and just watching the whole evolution is just absolutely crazy. Do you think Pat deserves the chain right now?
You know, the thing is, and this is my thing about the chain, is that whoever's had the chain, I haven't really done anything with it, and I'll back this up. You meet me in person, but if Daylight wins the championship, he's gonna do something with it to bring attention to himself. He's an attention seeker, we'll say. He loves it, and so if he gets the chain, he's gonna do something with it. If Pat keeps it, we hope so he'll do something with it. But either way, it's a really entertaining match. It's a great matchup. You know, two of the most talked about MCs in the battle arena. But stay tuned, because this is like
But you still haven't chosen a winner.
Land on one side or the other.
Yeah, no, come on, man. Put yourself out there.
You know what? If I had to say it, I'd say Pat's got great charisma and he knows how to move the crowd, and that's really dope. But Daylight has bars. Daylight has wordplay far beyond what Pat can come with.
And layers.
So it depends, really. If Daylight comes with it, 100% Daylight can take it.
I'm with you. I think Pat's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite battlers, but I feel as if Day has everything that Pat has.
Yeah.
But he can take it to a further extent. He can take it further
to the Batmobile.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then I think Sharon has the other battle just because.
Because you love Sharon.
Again, man, like we were saying earlier, to me, if you can freestyle, especially in battling, if you can just come off the top and just, rebuttal anything that you just said.
Huge advantage.
How can you lose? You know, and I've seen him just come off the top with something that sounds like he spent a week writing it. It's just.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
And he's a Crip, so, you know. He's got that gang affiliation. You just got to watch out.
Gang member.
He's dangerous. He's a dangerous guy from Ottawa. Good shit. I love talking with you guys. Love hanging out with you guys.
It's definitely dope.
That was a lot of fun.
Reminding people when the event is.
November 21st and 22nd in Toronto. King of the Dot, Flatline 3.
Yo, you can get the pay-per-view at KOTDtv.com. Check it out. Also, you got to check out hiphopvancouver.com. Obviously, go look at it now. Put it on your favorites. I'm coming for you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thanks for tuning in. HHVtv live, first episode. Yeah, go check out the YouTube channel /HHVtv. Shout out FMG. Shout out Self-Hired, obviously.
All rap battles.
Put up. You ain't got a Self-Hired shirt or hoodie or something. What are you doing with life right now?
Look at this. I don't understand it.
Look at this. This is something simple.
Knows what's up.
So just, get your swag, get your game up. It's winter time. Go get a hoodie or something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Cass Kills.
Shout out you. Shout out Ja. Shout out Cope.
Shout out Ja. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.